Soles of our feet together, knees out wide. Starting to move down on our backs. And again, allowing our knees to fall open with gravity. Allowing our shoulders to fall open with gravity as well. Starting to connect with the breath. And again, before we get started, I'm going to go ahead and ring the gong to start practice. And again, soles of our feet together, knees out wide. Starting to connect with the breath. Breathing into a 4 count, holding to a 4 count, and exhaling to a 4 count. And again, if you have a bolster, make sure that your hip bones are up on the bolster. Don't have to have one though. And your head is on the block. Again, starting to connect with the breath. Again, if this is too intense, as you breathe in, draw your knees together. As you breathe out, allow them to fall open with gravity. Or you can simply put the soles of your feet on the mat, knees straight up. And again, let's begin. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. And exhale, 2, 3, 4. Again, inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. And exhale, 2, 3, 4. One more time. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. And exhale, 2, 3, 4. Now allow your breathing to come naturally to its own rhythm. Allow the warmth of your breath to go to any area of your body that is tense or sore, and allow the breath to relieve the tension or soreness that is there. Imagine your breath gathering up all of the tension and soreness in your bodies and breathing it out so that you begin to feel peaceful and relaxed. Any distracting thoughts or feelings that you may have, allow them to be sent out with the breath. And as you breathe, allow yourselves to go deeper and deeper into this state of calm, knowing that you are in control at all times. Connect with a personal intention for this practice. That intention could be physical, mental, or spiritual. And it could be for you or for someone you love. Seal that intention with one deep inhale and one deep exhale. Good job. Inhale those knees and arms to center. Again, if you're up on the bolster, it's a little bit more difficult to do so. Exhale as your knees fall to the left, arms to the right. Look over your right shoulder and breathe. Again, breathing into this simple twist. Opening up those right obliques as you do. And smile. Inhale back to center. And exhale, knees to the right, arms to the left. Look over your left shoulder and breathe. Again, opening up those left obliques and smile. Good job. Inhale back to center. Wrap your arms around your knees. If you're on your bolster, just drag your shoulders back and down. If you're on the mat, maybe rock back and forth, massaging your lower backs and your kidneys. And again, smile. It's Thursday. It's a beautiful day out today. We've never seen this day before. Slowly roll over onto the right side in the fetal position and remain here for a few breaths. Then using the strength of your arms, push up, remove your block, remove your bolster or your blanket and roll back over onto your backs again. Maybe rocking back and forth this time, massaging your lower backs and your kidneys, and smile. Good job. And then from here, inhale first as you grab onto your insteps. Exhale as you drag them towards your shoulder blades. Again, pushing up with your feet, pulling down with your hands in happy baby. Again, shoulders back and down. Maybe rocking back and forth, touching first one knee and then the other to the mat. And smile. Inhale first as you come back to center, and exhale as you extend that right leg. Drag your shoulders back and down and grab onto your big toe with your index finger and thumb on your right hand if this is in your practice. Good job. Again, breathing in and out. Inhale first. Exhale as you extend that left leg. And again, we're in full dragonfly now. Maybe grabbing on to that big toe with your index finger and thumb. Again, if you are, that means that you're maybe not stretching quite as deeply. If you're holding on to your insteps, keep dragging those shoulders back and down. Wherever you are is perfect. Inhale first. Exhale as you bend that left knee, coming back into center. Inhale first. Exhale as you bend your right knee. Good job. Draw those knees in for a hug. Rock back and forth. And then from here, inhale first. Exhale that right leg down. Flex your feet. Inhale as you interlace your fingers around that left calf. And exhale as you drag it in towards your torso as much as possible. Again, flexing both feet. Opening up your thigh as you do. Inhale out. Exhale, drag your knee in towards your torso. Emptying yourself of the breath. Inhale out. Exhale, drag your knee in. Inhale out. Allow your left arm to come up overhead. And exhale as you push your left knee over to the right with your right hand. Again, in a full body twist, dragging that left shoulder back and down. Left hip comes back and down as well. Again, if you need to, place a block or a blanket underneath that left knee. And then if this is in your practice, inhale first and exhale as you bend your right knee, grabbing onto your ankle, your toes, or your foot. Wherever you are is perfect, but don't feel like you have to. Again, keep dragging that left shoulder back and down. Inhale first, exhale as you extend that left leg, again, grabbing onto your toes, your foot, your ankle. And again, it's also possible to use a strap on both legs if you'd like to. Again, it's always a little gentler not to use the strap, to go wherever you can naturally. Again, breathing in and out in this whole body twisted bind. Slowly inhale back to center, draw those knees in for a hug. Rock back and forth, massage your lower backs and your kidneys. And then exhale, that left leg down to the end of the mat. Flex your feet. Inhale as you interlace your fingers around that right calf. And exhale as you drag it in as close to your torso as you can, emptying yourselves of the breath. Inhale out. Exhale, drag your knee in. Inhale out. Exhale, drag your knee in. Again, as close to your torso as you can. Inhale out. Draw that right arm up overhead. And exhale as you drag your right knee over to the left as far as you can. Again, you can use a bolster or block if this is too intense. Again, dragging that right shoulder back and down, right hip back and down as well. You can stay here or inhale first. And then exhale as you bend that left knee, grabbing onto your foot, your ankle, or your toes. Again, dragging that right shoulder back and down. Or then inhale first and exhale as you extend that right leg. Again, grabbing onto your toes, your foot, your ankle, wherever you are. Dragging that right hip back and down. The motion is towards the mat. Right shoulder back and down. Breathing in and out. In this full body twisted bind. smile. Again, it's Thursday, the weekend is coming. I'm so excited because we're going to Prescott on Sunday, and we're going to see my sister and brother-in-law. I haven't seen them in such a long time. And my mom and dad. And my mom, last weekend, I wore a lace blouse and she complimented me on it and asked where I bought it probably 25 times. So I went and got her the same blouse, and I'm so excited to show it to her. And it's funny because I was in the car and she called and I had the bag in hand and I showed it to her, and then Cyril said, "It's not going to be a surprise." I said, "I promise it'll be a surprise." She's not even going to remember that I have that lace blouse, much less remember that I showed it to her. Inhale back to center, draw your knees in, rock back and forth, massage your lower backs and your kidneys. And she's always so sweet when she says it. She says the sweetest things over and over again, like, "So where are we going?" when we're in the car, probably 2 minutes apart each time. And then if we tell her, for instance, that we're going to this restaurant she loves, she'll say, "Oh, I love that place." And I just, she's such a sweetheart. Roll over onto the right side in the fetal position and remain here for a few breaths. And I'm hoping that my kids will feel the same way about me when I reach that age, because I have a feeling I'll be exactly the same as my mom. And then using the strength of your arms, come up to a seated position, facing the front of the room. Again, legs are crossed. Shoulders are back and down. Again, in Sukhasana, crisscross applesauce. And then place the backs of your hands on your knees. Make mudras with both sets of fingers. Again, keep dragging your shoulders back and down. Feel as though there's a golden thread pulling the crowns of your heads towards the heavens. And again, gently close your eyes, gazing inward, connecting with the breath. Again, as you breathe in, think I. As you breathe out, as though you're blowing out a candle, think am. And again, meditation is as simple as this. You don't have to say I am. You could use your own mantra if you have a mantra. You could say inhale as you inhale and exhale as you exhale. Anything to get out of your monkey mind and into this place of gratitude. Good job. Gently open your eyes. And again, align every chakra from your crown to your third eye, to your throat, to your heart, to your solar plexus, to your sacral chakra, all the way down to your root chakra. Make sure that they're all in alignment. Inhale both arms all the way up. Again, inhaling gratitude. Open those arms as wide as you can and then bring them together. Again, inhaling gratitude for yourself, for others, and then exhale as you drag those hands to Anjali Mudra, releasing whatever does not serve you. Inhale all the way up, inhaling love. Love for yourself, love for others. And then exhale as you drag your hands to Anjali Mudra, releasing any fear that you may have. Again, opposite emotion to love. Inhale all the way up. Inhaling forgiveness for yourself and for others. And exhale as you drag your hands to Anjali Mudra. Again, releasing whatever does not serve you. Just let it go. Again, drag your shoulders back and down. Make sure that you're taking deep breaths, allowing your heart to open as it does so. Good job. And then from here, let's go ahead and sit up straight, placing our fingertips on the mat. Inhale that right arm up and over. Find your left ear. And exhale as you drag your head to the right as far as you can, but keep your left fingertips on the mat. Don't go too far. Inhale that right arm up. Exhale down. Inhale your left arm up and over. Find your right ear. And exhale over to the left. Again, but keep your right fingertips on the mat. Don't go too far. And breathe. Inhale that left arm up. And exhale down. Good job. Inhale first. And then exhale as you extend your right leg. Flex your foot. We're in Janu Shirshasana. If you want to, you can get your bolster or your block to help. Keep that right foot flexed, facing the ceiling. Inhale both arms all the way up. Twist to the right. And then exhale as you fold forward, flat backs all the way down. Chin to shin or curl in. Again, if you need to, grab your block or your bolster and place your forehead on it. Breathing in and out. If this is in your practice, place your right hand behind you on your right kidney, puffing the breath into your kidney, keeping it healthy as you do. But wherever you are is perfect. Again, in Janu Shirshasana. We're staying here longer than we normally do, allowing the breath to open the fascia. Again, as you breathe in, find where there's resistance in the body. As you breathe out, breathe that resistance out. So you should find some space to move into through the breath. And again, breathing in through the nose, breathing out as though you're blowing out a candle as slowly as possible. Make sure that every inhale goes all the way through your body. Inhale as you walk those hands back again. Exhale as you draw that right leg in. Inhale first. And then exhale as you extend your left leg. Again, flex your foot, draw that right heel in. Inhale both arms all the way up. Twist to the left and exhale down. Again, reach, 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 flat back. Hinge at the hips, shin to shin, and then just curl in. But wherever you are is perfect. Again, you can use your block or your bolster under your forehead or under your chest if you'd like to, your torso. Breathing in and out. Maybe place your right hand over your right kidney, forcing the breath into your kidney, puffing it out, keeping it healthy. Grateful to be grateful. Gratitude brings room for more things to be grateful for. Grateful to be grateful. Gratitude brings room for more things to be grateful for. Slowly inhale as you walk those hands back again. Exhale as you bend your knee, coming back into Sukhasana, sitting up straight. Good job. And then from here, let's go ahead and inhale that right leg up, placing your right foot on your left thigh. Again, we're in half lotus. If this is too intense, just place your right foot in front of your left foot. Inhale both arms all the way up. Exhale as you open up to the right. And again, we're going to do a twist. This is one of the most intense twists that we can do in yoga, but you don't have to go all the way. Either place your elbow in the middle of your knees. Again, looking up towards the ceiling, or if you'd like to, go into this intense twist, place it on the other side of your right thigh. Maybe making mudras with both sets of fingers. Again, in twisted half lotus. Dragging your shoulders back and down. Opening up your heart to the side wall through the breath. Inhale back to center. And exhale as you reach, 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 reach. As far as you can with a flat back. Fingertips come down, hearts come down, third eye comes down. I'm sorry, I should have told you, you can also place your blanket in front of you or your bolster. We're staying here just a bit longer today. Again, maybe placing your forehead on the blanket, on the floor, on the mat, rocking it back and forth, opening up your intuition as you do. Wherever you are is perfect in humbly bowing half lotus. Feel your lower backs opening up, your hips and your thighs as well as your shoulders. Again, releasing toxins from your obliques as well. Slowly inhale as you walk those hands back again. Exhale as you walk them to the right, grabbing onto your right knee with your left hand. Drag that right hand back or rock forward and take a bind. Dragging your shoulders back and down. Again, in a half lotus bind. Again, open your hearts to the side wall as much as you can. Maybe bend that left knee. Excuse me, that left knee is bent. Your left arm as you drag it in. Inhale back to center. Exhale as you release that right foot. Inhale your left foot up on top of your right thigh. And again, you can either be here, you can also place your left foot in front of your right foot. Wherever you are is perfect in half lotus. And again, let's go ahead and inhale those arms all the way up. Again, inhaling gratitude. And exhale as you open up to the left, east and west. Thumbs are up. Again, either draw that right elbow down to the mat, maybe making mudras with both sets of fingers, or possibly drag it on the outside of your left knee. Again, opening up those obliques as much as you can as you do. Breathing in and out. Inhale back to center. And exhale as you reach flat back. Hinge at the hips as far as you can. Fingertips come down, hearts come down, third eye comes down. Again, maybe rocking it back and forth. Opening up your intuition as you do. Again, breathing deeply as we're in humbly bowing half lotus. Massaging our internal organs as we do. Releasing toxins. Slowly inhale as you walk those hands back again. Exhale as you walk them to the left, grabbing onto your left knee with your right hand. Draw that left hand back or rock forward and take a bind if this is in your practice. Again, dragging your shoulders back and down as much as you can, opening your hearts to the side wall through the breath. Smile. Again, it's Thursday. It's a beautiful day out today. It's actually Michael's birthday today. Happy birthday, Michael. Inhale back to center. Good job. Exhale as you release that left foot. And then from here, place your hands on the mat, roll up into table. Again, maybe place your blanket or your bolster on the mat if you'd like to. Again, your shoulders are above your wrists, your hips are above your knees, and if you look between your legs, you shouldn't see your feet. Let's go ahead and inhale first as you place your toes together, knees as wide as the mat. And then exhale all the way down as far as you can, walking those arms forward. Again, in Balasana, child's pose with Baddha Konasana knees. Again, this is too intense. You can keep your knees under your torso. In regular child's pose, regular Balasana. Again, breathing in and out as you do. Slowly inhale all the way up, placing the palms of your hands just below your shoulders. And then from here, exhale as you walk your elbows down. Again, we're in puppy pose. Drag your shoulders back and down, drag your heart towards your thighs as much as you can, opening up that lower back area. And then from here, you can walk those hands out if this is in your practice. Again, or you can just stay on your elbows. This is heart to mat pose. Again, dragging your hearts down as much as you can, opening them up as you do. Slowly inhale as you walk those hands back. Again, coming back to table. And then from here, draw your legs under and sit back in Malasana, Yogi Squat. We're going to wait until we're in the middle of this, but we're going to go ahead and place our hands back down on the mat. Inhale up to Ardha Tadasana. Again, flat back, shoulders back and down, looking towards the front of the room. Fingertips are on the mat or on your blanket. Again, exhale down to Uttanasana. Again, this time the palms of our hands are on the mat, maybe bending your elbows, pulling yourselves in even closer to your thighs. Inhale halfway up. And then take a giant step back with your left foot. Walk that right foot all the way across. Right knee down, left top of foot down. Inhale as you walk those hands back. Again to Royal Pigeon. Exhale as you walk them forward. Placing that left cheek on the mat if this is in your practice. But don't feel like you have to. You can be on your elbows. You can be on your backs as well. Opening up that right hip. Releasing any unwanted emotion that you may be storing there. Allowing it to melt into the mat, into the floor, into the earth below where it is recycled, regenerated as healing energy. And again, if this is too intense, make sure that you're up on your elbows or that you're on your back. So you can do this on your back, bending your knees, placing the soles of your feet on the mat, inhaling that right leg up, placing your ankle underneath your left knee, and then possibly interlacing your fingers behind your left thigh and dragging it in. It's a little more gentle, as well as legs up the wall. Certainly with pigeon is gentle as well. Inhale as you walk those hands back again. Good job. Exhale as you come off on that right hip, swing that left leg all the way around. Left foot is parallel to your right thigh. Bring that right foot in and your right elbow in. Inhale that left arm up and around. Find your right hip crease. Possibly take a bind if this is in your practice. Drag your shoulders back and down. Open your heart to the side wall through the breath. And smile. Inhale back to center. Uncross your legs and shake them out. And then come up to the tops of your mats in Malasana Yogi Squat. Placing the backs of your biceps just below your knees. All four corners of your feet are growing into the mat. Lift your toes if you can. Again, flat backs, shoulders back and down. Tailbone comes in, and the crowns of our heads are moving towards the heavens. Again, inhale from your root chakra all the way up to your crown chakra. And exhale down again. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Good job. Place your hands on the mat. Inhale halfway up to Ardha. Again, looking towards the front of the room, flattening out your back, shoulders back and down. And then take a giant step back with that right foot. Walk your left foot all the way across. Left knee down, right top of foot down. Inhale as you walk those hands back. Again to royal pigeon. And then exhale as you walk them forward. As far as you can, again, maybe coming down on that right cheek. But you can be on your right cheek, on your left cheek, on your elbows, or on your backs. Wherever you are is perfect. Again, we're releasing any unwanted emotion on that left hip, allowing it to melt into the mat, into the floor, and into the earth below. Inhale as you walk those hands back again. Coming off on your left hip, swing your right leg all the way around. Right foot is parallel to your left thigh. Bring that left foot in and your left elbow in. Inhale, that right arm up and around. Find your left hip crease, or possibly take a bind if this is in your practice. Dragging your shoulders back and down, opening your hearts to the side wall through the breath. Again, Mariandrasana twist, massaging our internal organs as we breathe. Inhale back to center. Extend your legs and shake them out. Good job. And then from here, place your blanket, your bolster behind you if you'd like to. Keep your block handy. Not doing a very good job with one arm. Bend your knees, place the soles of your feet on the mat. Arms are out on either side. Inhale first. Exhale inch by inch, vertebra by vertebra, down to the mat. And when you get there, draw those knees in for a much deserved hug. Rock back and forth, massage your lower backs and your kidneys. Good job. And then from here, place your heels just below your sit bones. Inhale as you push your hips up, placing your block underneath your sacrum on the highest second or third levels in a supported bridge. Again, you can either stay here or you can walk your feet out in front of you, coming onto your heels. Maybe draw your arms overhead in a T formation or a mushroom formation. Wherever you are is perfect. Again, breathing in and out. Opening up our lower backs. Deeper stretch when you're in a T formation or a mushroom formation. Draw those arms back overhead. Walk your feet in. Inhale as you push your hips up, releasing the block. And exhale, inch by inch, down to the mat. Draw those knees in for a hug. Rock back and forth. Massage your lower backs and your kidneys. Good job. And then from here, inhale, your legs straight up. Flex your feet. Again, you can hold on to your thighs if this is in your practice, or allow your arms to come out east and west, palms are down. We're allowing the circulation to come back down to our vital organs, back down to our brain. And then exhale as you bend your knees, placing your heels or your soles of your feet on the mat. Good job. And then from here, cross that right leg over left, wrap your feet, arms are out east and west. Inhale first, exhale down to the left. Again, look over your right shoulder and breathe. Again, opening up those right obliques one last time. Releasing whatever toxins may remain. Inhale back to center, unwrap, unwind, give yourselves a hug. And then cross that left leg over right, wrap your feet. Arms are out east and west. Inhale first. Exhale down to the right. Look over your left shoulder. Again, opening up those left obliques as you do. Releasing toxins. Inhale back to center, unwrap, unwind, give yourselves a hug. Inhale through your noses, sigh it out. Inhale. One more time, inhale. And with that intention, allow your legs to come out as wide as the mat or wider. Arms are down beside your torso, palms are up to receive, down to ground, starting to relax. Relax your toes, relax your feet, relax your ankles. Relax your calves, relax your knees, relax your thighs. Relax your hips, relax your torsos, relax your fingers. Relax your hands, relax your wrists, relax your forearms. Relax your elbows, relax your upper arms, relax your shoulders. Relax your necks, relax your jaws, relax your cheeks. Relax your foreheads. Relax the crowns of your heads. Just relax. Start start to bring movement back to your fingers and your toes by wiggling your toes or maybe touching each finger with your thumb. Reach your arms overhead. Extend through your feet, giving yourselves a full body stretch and filling your lungs with your breath. Then exhale as you draw those knees in for one final compassionate hug, rocking back and forth, massaging your lower backs and your kidneys as you do. Slowly roll over to the right side in the fetal position and remain here for a few breaths. Then using the strength of your arms, come back to a seated position, facing the front of the room. Legs are crossed, hands are at Anjali Mudra, heads are bowed in honor of our practices. From the place deep in my soul that I know to be pure and true, I bow to and honor that same place that resides within each of you. Thank you so much for coming to practice yoga with me on this beautiful Thursday. Have a wonderful rest of the day, and I will see you tomorrow or next week. Namaste. Good job, everyone. I'm going to go ahead and ring the gong to end practice, which I love doing. It's always so much fun. And thank you all for being here. It's great to see everybody. I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording.